Actually, you know what? Let me zoom this in. I gotta make sure it's zoomed in. There we go. Gotta put the emphasis on my face right here. Okay, so what I wanted to get across what I wanted to get across in this video. Welcome back, everybody. By the way, I gotta do my intro. Welcome back, everybody. Kwaku here, back with another video. Leading up to Kingdom Hearts 3, I got so much stuff to talk about with Kingdom Hearts. And is it in focus? It's not in focus. Gotta focus. There you go. Leading up to Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm gonna have a lot of things coming out. So one thing I wanted to do was my Kingdom Hearts story. I look over here because I have a monitor here looking at things, so excuse me. But leading up to it, I have a bunch of videos, and one of the ones I wanted to do today is the one of how I got into the series. Cause like I literally I've owned every single Kingdom Hearts game to date. Other than Recoded, I've had every single one to date. In fact, sitting over there, I have 2.8 and 1.5 plus 2.5 remix, the HD ones for PS4. And then before that, I also had the 1.5 when they were separate for PS3, the 1.5 and 2.5 separately for PS3. I had that as well. And then I also own, Kingdom Hearts 1, 2. I didn't own Birth by Sleep. I had it on an emulator, so that doesn't count actually. I didn't own Birth by Sleep, but I own it now, obviously, because I didn't have a PSP at the time. So I picked that up when I was playing on the PS3, the 1.5 edition, 1.5 edition, or 2.5 is what it came out on. So I've had long experiences with the games, and I played every single one, including the mobile one, the Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, which it's called now, which it was originally called Kingdom Hearts Chi or Key, whatever you decide to want to call that X symbol right there. I got into the series really, really young. When I was like 10 years old, that's when I got into the series. 2015, I think. No, not 2015. 2000, around early 2000s, whenever Kingdom Hearts 1 came out. I think it's 2001, I'm not sure, or 2002. That's when I first got into it. And I got into it from a friend of mine. He's no longer around, obviously. He passed away way back in October of like 2016. But I got into it from him, which is crazy, And the game never came out. I think the game was announced a year before he had passed. I mean, not the game. Yeah, the game's trailer, one of the trailers, I think it's 2015 E3, was announced that it was in development in 2015. And I could be wrong about it, but that's when, he was good. So it hasn't come out then, and it said it was in development. And so I constantly said, okay, I'm going to keep playing every game, because it's just, there's something about having like Disney characters interacting with Final Fantasy characters, because one, I love Final Fantasy, all the Final Fantasy games, not necessarily all equally because I didn't play all of them, but I recognize all the characters, whether you have Selphie or you have Aerith, which they call in Kingdom Hearts Aerith, like Aretha Franklin, or Aerith, whatever you want to call her name. Cloud, obviously, Sephiroth, obviously, Auron, which I used to call Auron. From Final Fantasy X, we had a bunch of characters. Tidus, which I used to call Titus because it just makes sense. He was by water, so it's a tide, so it's only natural to call him Titus. But digressing, I was into those games because it was the first time you got to see Disney characters from different Disney universes. We had Snow White, we had Cinderella, we had a bunch of people talking to each other outside of their movies. And it was something different. And I was like, man, this is amazing. Because imagine all of my characters that I've ever watched. That is my Instagram. All of the characters that I've ever watched, they all came together. And they're all talking together about something that has nothing to do with their storyline. But yet they're interacting because they're characters in a story that eventually, obviously, I think Disney decided to say, for instance, the Toy Story area for Kingdom Hearts 3. They said that Sora's visit, the main character Sora, his visit in Toy Story and helping them out, Woody and the toys there, is canon apparently, I guess, to the Toy Story timeline. It occurs between one of the two movies, one of the movies, and it's like, what? It's crazy, And it's a video game made by Square Enix that ended up having actual, I guess they made it like canon. I don't know if it's true or not. I heard it. I have to look up the interview, obviously, but it's crazy, and it's like all of your imaginations just started coming true when you're that young of a kid. I played with Legos like crazy. I still have some of my creations, and then I watched cartoons like crazy. I still kind of do, but like it's just the crazy. Getting into Kingdom Hearts at a very young age. I think the reason why people nowadays are so skeptical about Kingdom Hearts is because there's so many games out, which I understand. They're on all different platforms, which I understand. At least they were. Um, the storyline is really confusing to the average person, which I understand as well. But when you're that young of an age starting it, and there's only one game out, so you have to start from the beginning, your imagination goes wild when you start seeing all your favorite characters talking to each other. And that's the reason why I got into the games, because it was like, oh, it's action, it's RPG, so you can level up, start as nothing and become something, which is why I like RPGs. And then it's got original characters, it's got Disney characters, it's got Final Fantasy characters that I'm all familiar with. And it's just a really good experience altogether. So I want to know, what is your experience, first experience entering the world of Kingdom Hearts? It doesn't matter if it's good or bad, but what was it? What was the reason why you got into this series? I want to know in the comments section below. As always, my name is Kwaku, and take care, everybody. Peace.